Alrighty. Rocking and a rolling. Gonna tie some jigs. Jiggy jiggy jig. Maybe. The audio should be a little bit better. I usually, well, I wasn't trying to get too technical with it, just tying some jigs and having some fun. But I went back. I went and I went back and I looked at one of the lives I did tying jigs, and there's actually a couple issues with the audio. There's usually always like a white noise with an iPhone. Like if you're talking or there's music, it's fine. But when you're not talking, there's just like a white noise, just like a sounds like a fan. But not only was there the white noise, there was also like a I've heard people use the term clipping. I don't know if that's what it was doing, but it was like a click, like a click, 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 real faint. You could hear it. So I guess that's clipping. I don't know. But anyways, I went ahead and figured I'd use the mic. Use the microphone. That way that audio ain't. And it's kind of weird. And the iPhone only does it outside. Or it only does it inside bad. When you're outside, it's not too bad, but when you're indoors, the white noise is like very, very bad on the iPhone. I don't know if it's just my phone or because I have dropped my phone in the water a bunch. It says it's waterproof, but I don't know. But outside, the white noise isn't too bad, but inside, it's horrible. So the audio should be a little bit better. Hey, Cindy, what's up? Julie? Hey, I was just in Justin's live. Thanks for stopping by. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Okay. I'm reloaded. All right. I need to get some organization. It's not bad when your time flies like and you're not live, but when you're trying to do this live, and you're looking for things and can't find nothing, like I wonder if the lighting would be any better. Let's see. I don't think I need it. I don't know. That might be too much light. I don't know. What do you think? That's the light on. That's the light off. Oh, I about blocked someone. Off. The only thing that's difference is I think it's better with it off. The only thing that's a difference is my glove lights up more, but this feather, like, look, there's a light off. Here's a light on. The material looks identical. The only difference I see is my glove. Anyways, let's tie something. You taking the night off, Cindy, or you going fishing? Wishing I was fishing. Yeah, it's been panning me not fishing. Man, these feathers are just too feathery. The feathers are too feathery. Look, I don't know if my gloves got static on them, but they just like won't do what they need. Yeah, I haven't fished like at all. Like I feel like I quit fishing. And I'm not even kidding. Like when you can't remember the last time you went fishing, that's a problem. This one's gonna look ugly, but I don't want to waste these feathers, so whatever. I know last time live I said I was gonna keep the leftover feathers for tying when I'm not live streaming, so everything can look peachy perfect. But whatever. Like I said, doing these, I like to just go with the flow. Go with the flow. Oh, nobody really. Thanks. Says broadcast announcement. Double tap at screen. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Pup was being good, chewing on his bone. I thought, he's being good, laying down. I'm gonna go tie for a little bit. Well, that didn't last long. I think it's because he can hear me. I should have put a bead on this one. This one's like horrible. Like I'm so disappointed. So disappointed. I should have just chucked them feathers in the garbage and got some good ones. Got me some good ones. We'll tie a pretty one after this. Why is my vice wobbling? What is going on? We don't want no wobbles. No wobble wobble, shake it's here. What is going on? Why is that doing that? Oh, okay. It wasn't down in there all the way. Wasn't down in there all the way. Man, that thing's like I wish I had a cup of water to dip it so it would look not so hideous. Oh my goodness. Anyways, we will tie a nice one. Here's some nice ones I did last time for anyone that didn't get to see them. Did some buckskin or buck. Yeah, well, what is it called? Uh, I'm losing my mind. Not buckskin, but bucktail. Yeah, the pink one, that's some bucktail there. I like this one because it got a little bit of. It was supposed to have more like black, like purple and black, but I didn't put enough brown. It's brown, but I'm calling it black because in contrast to the pink, it just looks black. But I wish I would have put some more brown on that underside. But okay, let's tie a nice one. Hi, Bill Owens. Hey, bud, what's up? My son's in here. he got a phone for Christmas from his mom. So now he can come in my lives and stuff. That's cool. I'm surprised you're not playing Roblox. Cindy's in here, Alexander. Skipjack Cindy. That's who well, she was in here, she might still be. That's who we watch when they're always going happy birthday and going woo and acting crazy. If you're in here still, Cindy, let me get a woo. I know that's one of the lamest woos ever. But that dog just quit uh crying. He probably laid down. Probably because I fed him. Fed him, gave him his bone. One good thing is about puppies, they sleep. They they sleep and sleep some more. Oh, I gotta turn that furnace off. Give me a sec. Last time I let that run, I said it'll shut off in a couple minutes. That dang thing run for an hour, it seemed like. I mean, I know it wasn't an hour, but it sure felt like an hour. Oh, thanks, Julie, for letting me know. I should have been tying flies all day or fishing all day, honestly. Work's been so slow, like scary slow. Like I feel like I'm flat rate again back at the dealerships. Anyone that doesn't know what flat rate is, you basically can make a whole bunch of money or make no money. You get paid for what you do. Being flat rate, which I'm not now, but I used to be my whole life working at dealerships. But basically, you can be at work for 10 hours and get paid for 0 hours, or you can be at work for 10 hours and get paid for 20. It was usually like be at work for 10 hours, and if it was a good day, you'd make 12 to 15 hours, you know, because if a job pays 2 hours and you finish it in an hour and a half, well, you're a half hour on the upside of it. If you got the tools and the equipment and invested in all the good tools and the knowledge and the know-how to do something quicker than the engineer says it takes. If they say it takes 2 hours and you do it in 1 hour, well, you get paid for the 2 hours. So you can be at work all day and only get paid like an hour or two if things are slow. Or you can be there for half a day and get paid for 2 days worth of work. So it's good and it's bad. And it depends on where you work, if it's good or bad. Most places bad. What's better than having someone on standby, you know, there all day? Like, say you own a business, dealer, say you own a Chevy garage. How great is it to have people on standby, and when work comes in, you got someone there to do it. And if there is no work, and you don't have to pay the people. So, like, from the dealership standpoint and the owners, it's great. But from the guy that's actually turning the wrenches, usually it's not so great. But back to what I was saying, work's been so slow lately. It's actually reminded me of like the flat rate days working at the dealerships. Like that's how I feel. Because at dealerships, it's all it was, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year. It was mostly slow. And if it wasn't necessarily slow, it still felt like it was slow because there's so many guys there working to where there just wasn't enough work for everyone. But it's strange feeling because I've been on my own for 8 years. This fall made 8 years wrenching for myself, and it felt like I totally forgot what it felt like, to be flat rate and to be at work all day and not get paid. That's basically, what happened. Basically, what happened today. I was there, but didn't turn a profit. But the thing is you don't know if when you get there in the morning, you don't know if that's what it's going to be like. So you don't want to get there and throw in the towel and go fishing, and then you miss out on work. So you basically have to just sit and wait. Oh, I don't like these feathers at all. Look, these ones are doing the same thing. Not at all. Look at that. Why is that doing that? It's like I know it's not static. I touched metal. They're just like they packaged them. They packaged them messed up. I mean, it'll be okay when you fish with it and get it wet and it dries. It'll lay perfect. But for tying them in front of an audience, it's not the best feather. Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. Yeah, I don't even, man. I don't even want to tie this really, but I'm going to because it's already in my hand. Need some frizzies for this. Like, yeah, I thought we was gonna get some crazy snow today. I got a weather alert on the phone. It said snow squall warning. Usually when we get them, we get blanketed when they give the snow squall warning because Lake Erie's, just to the north, and we get some crazy weather that comes. The what do they call it? Lake effect snow. So usually when we get a snow squall alert, like you better get to where you're going, whether it's work or home or. But I mean, we got covered, but just as quick as it came, oh, my thread broke. Just as quick as it came, it left, or not left. But we got Bill. I think I said hi to Bill. I don't know. Kevin, Bill. Kevin says, "When are we going fishing?" That's what I was just saying. I don't know if you was in here. I said I feel like I quit fishing. Like seriously, I can't even tell you the last time I went. I mean, I know I went up to the dam like 2 weeks ago, maybe. Like since I started walleye fishing in the fall/winter, there's a lot of times where I go fishing and I just don't go live. But I seriously, I haven't even done that. I haven't fished at all. Not at all. And it's not by, well, it is by choice, but it's like a logical choice. I've been trying to work more so I can fish more. if that makes any sense. Because I'm like trying to get trying to just get caught up and not be so behind. Because like this well, whole past few years, but especially this whole past year. I mean, every time I went fishing, I don't think more than 15 minutes could go by without me thinking about work or things at home I've been putting off. You know, my to do list, it goes back a year. And I just told myself, you know what, I'm going to try to get caught up at work, which I did. I got so caught up at work to where now I don't have anything to do. So now I've been trying to knock things off on the to do list at home. So hopefully we get caught up doing that. And let's see, what is Friday? I don't know. I guess it is the weekend. I'll try to go walleye fishing. Try to go walleye fishing this weekend sometime up at the dam. I should have looked at the weather because shoot, we could have went tonight. I mean, heck, maybe we still will. I don't know. That's the crazy awesome thing about life, you know. Just go with the flow. The way today was, I had no intention on fishing because uh the weather. I don't mind cold or warm, but the weather we've had, it's been that, you know, not cold enough to freeze stuff, to where it's rainy and wet and basically wet and cold. Like if it's snowing and it's freezing, awesome. I can just brush the snow off me, shake it off, and we're good. But when it's that wet stuff, it's just, you know, it just soaks you to the bone. Uh, I mean, I got rain gear and stuff, but that I don't know. It's hard to explain. I guess it's hard to justify that it feeling colder when it's actually not colder. Like how would 30 or 40-degree weather feel colder than 10-degree weather? But I think what it is uh I don't dress prepared for it since it's not freezing out. You know, since it's not freezing, I don't prepare myself and I don't dress proper, and then it actually feels, you know, very cold. But when it's freezing out, you know, 10, 20 degrees, I dress for that and then it don't feel bad. I just about broke the thread again. Almost. I can't tell if that's focused today. Does that look focused, y'all? It's not, is it? It's not focused. Why is it doing that again? Turn the light on. Maybe that'll help. Yeah, it's not focused. I don't understand it. The last time I went live, I, thought I was gonna have to go through all this trouble trying to get it to focus, and I just set the camera up and boom, it was working fine. The pup's being way too quiet. He's either sleeping or he's into something he's not supposed to be. It's doing the same thing as last time. Well, not last time, but the time before last. Put your hand in front of it. It's focused. Take it away. See? I don't understand. Like last time, last time I was live tying, I was anticipating this problem and it didn't do it. It focused perfectly without me doing anything. Just set the camera up, put a hook in, started tying. It was focused amazing. But now it's doing what it did uh the time before last. See, even close it won't. I don't know, y'all. Let me flip the camera. Maybe we'll have better results. Why didn't any? Oh, I can't believe I was muted for so long. I'm the king of mute. Good thing Lisa ain't in here. I'd never hear the end of it. I hit mute on accident. I was talking about the rabbit. I said it's the most demanding rabbit I've ever met. He uh he wants pellets. He's got a whole bin of a whole trough of Timothy hay, the good stuff. But when he runs out of pellets, he starts stomping or thumping or stomping his feet. Like literally stomps his feet. And he knows he's gonna get some. So I don't see why he's throwing a fit. Well, I know why, because he hears me. Usually when he hears me, that means feeding, he gets his pellets. And now he's hearing me and not getting anything, so he's getting fired up. Getting fired up. Can't believe I've been muted that whole time. And what I really can't believe is that I can't get this thing to focus. I'm gonna try something. Put this in this vise here. That looks focused. Let's see. Let's tie something. Let's tie something. Like I mute myself so often. I need to like put my cell phone number on my YouTube page or something so people can call me and say you're muted. Like there's times on the boat where I think I've been muted for over an hour and didn't realize it. And I'm just talking and talking. Why is all my marabou? Maybe it's because I'm keeping it in the basement. It's too humid. I don't know. It shouldn't matter. They get wet. They get put in the water. But this marabou's doing it too. Look, it's clinging back towards my fingers. And this is doing it too. Look. See? What is up with that? It's like it's back like you would think it's supposed to go that way. The way it's clinging to my fingers. And it's not static because look, take these tweezers and hold it. See? It still does it. Maybe it is static. 'Cause look, it is static. See? That's weird. Look at that. It's like magnetized. Yeah. I thought it was my feathers messed up. Yeah, see? It's that's weird. I've never had feathers do that. Can't even get it off my fingers. Why am I so static? What is up with that? Look, I can't even get it off. What is up with that? It's like stuck to my. Look at that. It's like it's alive. Ah, it got me. It's got me. Get off. No, seriously, though. It's like it's alive. Like I had to ruin that feather because I can't get it off me. I know this one's not static because look, it's it's like just bent. Because look, when I put my hands here, it's still bent that way. Wonder if I can put enough thread around it to get it to stop doing it. We'll see. I still can't believe I don't even know how long I was muted. Y'all are probably wondering why I got a different color shirt on. I think I was muted even when I couldn't figure out why it wouldn't focus, and I said maybe it's my shirt. I went back and looked at the last live I did because the last live it focused flawlessly, no problems. But I went back just now and looked at what shirt I was wearing on my last live stream, and it was this one. So I went upstairs and changed and put this shirt on to see if it was the shirt or the color, if it would make a difference on focusing, and it didn't, which I knew I knew it wouldn't, but I had to eliminate that possibility. And this one needs I don't know, maybe we'll put some pink. Okay. Now I need some chenille if I can find it. White chenille. Well, I can't find it. Maybe we'll wrap this one with some dubbing. I wanted to wrap that one in some white chenille, but I couldn't find it. Definitely gotta give this one a haircut. Well, that one's just butchered. There's no. I usually say when they get wet, they'll look better and fine, but this one, I don't even know what happened. I ain't even, not even gonna try to justify it. I could, but I won't. I don't even know what happened there. Oh my goodness, it's getting worse. It's getting worse. It's getting worse. I mean, I know what happened. I tried putting the whole feather on without cutting it first. And I did that because the feathers weren't laying good. I didn't want to cut them. Then they'd be even harder to work with. I usually cut the feathers first and then put them on. Oh, we broke off. Salvage it? Yep, we salvaged it. We'll put some flash. If I can find it. All right, where is my white shimmer? Can't find it. The bad part is I know it's right in front of me. There it is. Oh man, look at that. You might as well say that's ruined. It's not supposed to be pink. Eh, not as bad as I thought. Not as bad as I thought. I didn't think it was going to come off that easy. There we go. That's a little better, huh? I was watching Tucker Carlson earlier. He was doing an interview with this CIA. Well, like he used to be he's retired now, but he's a CIA station chief, which is basically like I forget the name of it. Like your handler, but like the boss of the handlers, basically. But he was saying how they were talking about all kind of stuff. Uh, the New Orleans massacre and Cybertruck bombing, and the wars, and the drones. But they were talking about the drones, over New York and Philadelphia. But that got them talking about the drones in Ukraine for drone warfare. And he said 1.4, Ukraine has used 1.4 million drones uh, so far. And it might have been 1 year. 1 year. I think he said 1 year. Might have been a total, but I think he said 1 year. And that's why it was so like, couldn't believe that number. But yeah, 1.4 million drones against Russia. Uh, Not like the big Reaper drones or the Predator drones. We're talking little uh $50 drones. I mean, they're $1,000 drones because, of course, the government's buying them, so of course they're going to be more. But basically, they're just $100 drone from the internet. But they use them to deliver small explosives, C4. There's videos of them flying them into Russian tanks, not just into them, but inside the hatch. Like a half a pound of C4 inside the hatch of a tank from a mile away. Like, that is crazy. Like, it's crazy to think that that's how it is now. Like, man, like the devastation, the collateral now, be higher than ever when people go to war. I was reading a couple days ago, and it was actually I was reading something about drones, but it was like an offshoot of that. But it was saying that U.S. service members, no, you know, Air Force and Marines, Navy, Coast Guard, that no U.S. servicemen or women have died from a air strike in 70 years. Uh, the Korean War was the last time, because every all the wars that's been being fighting been like ISIS and Syria. They don't have access to jets and planes and stuff like that. But the Korean War is the last time an American service member was killed by airstrike, except for recently this past year. Uh, a drone, small, personal handheld drone delivered some explosives and killed it's like 4 or 6 servicemen and women. But excluding that, that's the first time in 70 years. But this article was saying how that's just the start. Like, that's just the tip of the iceberg. It's been 70 years, but now that's gonna change. But I just couldn't believe that statistic. You would think this just like naturally, if as many, you know, much stuff that goes on in the world, that you could just look back 6 months and an American service member would have been killed by airstrike. But yeah, this article was saying it was 70 years, Korean War. I just found that insane. I need to get some more jigs, at least the colored ones. I still can't get over I was muted earlier for that long. Like every time I do that, I'm like like it's just something that can't be undone. You know what I mean? And then everything that you talked about while you was muted is just like gone forever. It's just like it just feels like uh the opposite of being productive. Total opposite of being productive. To mute yourself and not know it. I think it's focused now. Yeah, I think it's focused. I don't know the what to the why it's focused now all of a sudden. Yeah, it's focused. Don't know how or why, but it is. Oh, we got some pink in that Chanel. Luminaries, what's going on? Luminary says they like the flash. Oh, oh, yeah, I do have weather. Oh, it's 24. Feels like 11. Shoot, it's cold enough to for stuff to freeze and not be wet, cold and wet. Let's check the wind. Oh, 15 mile an hour. Is that the gust? Wind. Oh, didn't want that. Why is it not telling me the gust? 24 feels like 11. 15 mile an hour. Pressure, humidity. Yeah, I don't know. We might go fishing for a little bit. Because I wasn't going to go if it was in like the 30s. Because everything will be all wet. Like the railing at the pier, it's hard to fish and cast over it and not lean up against the railing. And then you get, you get all wet and cold and your arms get wet. But when it's cold, like now, 24, everything will be froze. I might, I might go fishing. Walleye fishing, no catfishing. No 10-hour catfish trip, but we might go walleye fish for a couple hours. The only thing is it's Friday and the place will probably be packed. Where is my? There we go. There we go. There we go. Man, all the animals in this house are going berserk. The rabbit's stomping his feet, and I can hear him kicking his bedding out of his cage all over the floor. The dog sounds like it's running a race upstairs. The snake, if I had to take a guess, it's probably going wild too. That snake, it's a ball python, and you would think that this thing's a cobra, like you see in the movies, where they come up out of the basket and they're all like this thing. You'll go in a room at like 2 in the morning, and it's standing straight up like a cobra, and its head's at the top of the tank, and it's going back and forth like they do on TV. Uh, but it's a python. It's not a cobra, but it does just like the king cobras do. Oh my goodness! I'm glad the dog's running that much because that means he'll sleep good tonight. But there's that one. Oh, come on, Rocky. I just cleaned that floor. I gotta go feed this rabbit before he freaking kicks every ounce of bedding out of his cage onto the floor. Might as well get him and show him to y'all. Look at all that hair. Can we borrow some fur? Can we borrow some rabbit fur to tie? Oh, he's shedding like crazy. Say hi, Rocky. You got hair in your eyes? What about that side? Yeah, look how big his feet are. Look at them. He's got some big old thumpers. Hmm. Look how long him. What are them? His eyelashes? Eyebrows? Look at that. Almost just want to pluck it. My kid has a rabbit book. I need to read it and see if them things are supposed to be cut. I think he said don't cut them, but as long as they are, it's crazy. Look at that thing. All right, you ready to get your pellets? Your pellet feed? Look, he's got a mohawk. I don't know if you can see it. Look, he's got a mohawk. He's got a mohawk. Now I'm covered in rabbit hair. Covered in rabbit hair. But that's fine because I'm still in my work clothes. Yeah, that must have been pop earlier. My hands are all wet, and I'm like, where did this? What is this? But it was soda, because now the fur, everything's sticking to my hand that was wet, which means it must have been some soda pop. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go fish for a little bit. I wish I had some heavier jigs, some quarters to tie. We'd tie up some and go use them. I can tie 2 8 ounce on for the double jig rig. Take some of these ones we tied. Well, these are supposed to be for somebody, the white and the greens, but I can tie more. But yeah, we'll take a couple of the jigs. I think I'm gonna go, unless I change my mind from now in the next 30 minutes. But as long as when I finish up here, long as when I finish up here, we go and start getting ready. I'm not getting too serious though about it. I'm just taking I'm gonna take a we'll take one pole, couple lures, and that's it. Shoot. I was gonna double stack this with this feather I notched, but I don't think I got to because look, there's already one in there. I can just notch that one. A little smaller. There we go. It's a little smaller than I originally wanted. Let's get some flash in there too. What color flash? What color flash? See, we're doing green and white. How about this? It's like a bluish green. Oh, it's even got like some pink in it, depending on how you hold it. Y'all see that pink? Yeah, it's not showing in the camera. With the old eyeball, you can see it. Hey, bud, you in here still watching? I doubt it. You're probably playing Roblox or Fortnite, but I was just wondering. You're still in here watching. It's a little too fat. I'm gonna try to make it skinny with this Chanel. Maybe. Doubt it. I'm gonna try. We're gonna tie that one double. How is that? That happened twice. I tied that one double because I had trouble getting this hook tool out, and I wasn't sure if I unhooked the loop, and then I went to tie it again, and the same thing happened twice. The same thing happened twice. Usually I tie until I feel, do a whole row, but I think I'm gonna go fish. Fish, fish, fish. Anyways, whoever's in here watching says there's only two people. Uh, I thank you. And if you watched through the whole time I was muted, I definitely, truly thank you. But anyways, I'm gonna go up to the dam and do some walleye fishing here shortly. So I'll go live as long as there's not like, if I'm elbow to elbow with people, then I'm not gonna go live. But we'll see. But everyone that watched, thanks. Y'all be good or be good at it. I'm trying to end the live. I'm trying to end the live from here, not from my phone. That ain't gonna happen. But anyways.